The incident at school. According to Reddit, number 20. The school's library had huge, impressive displays of taxidermy. A huge collection that started well over 100 years ago. It was truly a sight to behold. Anyway, someone smashed a window and fucked a badger. What kind of taxidermist would make sure that there's an anatomical hole in any back part of a badger? Unless he used the mouth, which is even more messed up. A worthy start to a Kyle list. An entry that provokes questions that don't have answers. Anatomically correct taxidermied badgers. Number 19. During one of the semi-formal dances, it's kind of like a prom but not, some school official thought it would be a great idea to screen the underwear choices of the girls attending for morality purposes. Sorry, my brain rejected that. What you mean you screening underwear? Because thongs were of the devil, so you just gonna send home any girl with a thong? A lot of girls just don't want that seam in their dress. God forbid, right? Their great plan for implementation was literally to pull the girls aside from the ticket line and just lift up their skirt. Right there, no curtain, no other room, nothing. Just right in front of the gym doors while everybody else was in line and able to see. This was the New York Times quote. Oh my God. Said one parent called her to report that a teacher had pulled a girl's top to see if she was wearing a bra. Yo, what am I reading? Another incident was the baseball team gaining notoriety after, oh my God. Oh my God. The baseball team gained notoriety after bing-bonging a freshman that was entering the team with a broomstick during hazing. Can you imagine a group so prestigious that you consider yourself needing to join, even if it comes at the cost of a broom up the ass? Is this a millionaire club where you join and they give you $1 million? Because what's the point? What's your price for a broom up the ass? I don't know, man. It'd have to be a bunch of fat stacks. A broom up the ass? For how long? Isn't it an out? Is that what it's all about? You put the broomstick in, you take the broomstick out. You put the broomstick in and you shake it all about. Put the broomstick up your butt and then you give me a couple stacks. Is that what it's all about? Oh. Hello to everybody in the stream chat. I apologize for this late list, but odds are if you're the type of person who watches my streams after the fact or in the morning when you're on the way to your thing that you do every day or every other day or whatever, this will be here when you need it. Maybe you're sitting at work right now. Where's my tribute, okay? Go to my wish list, all right? It's my birthday soon. Jesus. As a matter of fact, it's probably only a couple of days from the birthday. If you order it now, then it'll get here by the time it'll get here. You know what I'm talking about? You see what I'm saying? I already see you moving, and that's what I'm talking about. But there's more than one way to make my day. So thank you for being here. And hit this video with a like. Lane, Pistachio, Minecraft, Linda, Dawn, Naz, Haru says she was just about to call. I only just woke up. Like, I was reading something today that I actually wanted to share with the channel, and it knocked me the hell out. But is it fair to say that the thing that I was reading knocked me out when I keep a very strange, sleep schedule because of the work that I do? Sometimes I work through the night, and then when I should be going to bed in the daytime, I just stay up a little bit longer. And that's bad. That's not good. But you know what? It's worth it. If I get to share a portion of my day with you. Wow. I love you. As we continue. Number 18. It was the last day for the senior class. Sorry. It was the last day for the senior class. There were only 2 significant pranks this day. The principal's office was filled with balloons and glitter. A wholesome prank, but glitter everywhere might get a little bit excessive. Maybe the balloons, not so much the glitter. The main hallway entrance was saran wrapped. About an hour before the day ended, the principal came over the loudspeaker and said that anyone caught participating in a prank would not walk at graduation. About a minute after he said this, the fire alarm went off. A guy who was near the principal said that he got angry and said out loud, "Someone's not walking," before storming off. An entire wing of the school was hazy and smoke was pouring out of a classroom. It turns out the science teacher was doing a laser experiment for his class and created too much smoke with the smoke machine. Or maybe he was just taking one for the team. That's old Mr. Science Bags. That's a cool dude, you know? Why you inventing old Mr. Science Bags? Because he's a cool dude. Damn. Matthew says, "So happy to catch the stream. It'll be good to listen to while I get this damn homework done. Here's hoping it doesn't interfere with your ability to concentrate." True Silver Wolf says, the list is going to be good when the video quality goes down to 144p. Well, look, that's a gentleman's quality right there. So, if you're jealous, I don't know what to tell you. If you haven't tasted the fine wine, if you haven't sipped topless the champagne of 144p, then hey, you haven't been living. You haven't been living. Oh, you haven't had that 144p? Jesus. See, back in my day, we only had videos in letterbox talking about 4x3. No widescreen. Wide. Got a little bit of that film grain, that VHS quality. Sometimes there'd be lines going up and down the screen. You ever play a video game but you don't turn vertical sync on? Imagine that in the things that you would enjoy in the way of media on television, but captured on VHS. Baby, as we continue up this list, we arrive at number 17. At my high school, seniors had to do a senior project. Go figure. It can be anything, really. Just plan it out and then follow through. A very popular and well-liked senior made an end-of-the-day announcement that tomorrow morning he'd be in the student parking lot working on his senior project. And he needs as many other folks there as possible. The next day he drives into the student parking lot, sets up a tripod and a camera. A large crowd gathers just about 30 minutes before the first bell. He hit record, thanks everyone for showing up. Then he reached into his car, pulled out a handgun, and killed himself before anybody could react. Oh damn. No one knows why. He was a great guy with a bright future. Never know what struggles others are going through, I suppose. I think about it frequently and take that into consideration to try and be nice to others with random acts of kindness. Have I been nice to you today? I want you to know that you're special in ways that people don't see. I want you to know that your ways of special are so, I want to say, polarizing that maybe even you forget. It could just be a symptom of you spending entirely too much time around yourself and not enough time around other people, but you may in fact forget just what makes you relevant. In many ways, you could be just like everybody else as far as what you offer physically, your mental capacity, or even the ideologies that you've adopted. But there are things that you offer that other people don't. And there are things that make you you that you couldn't change if you wanted to, that make you considerably more appealing to at least certain people than others. So maybe you shouldn't sell yourself so short. Maybe you should give yourself some credit and cut yourself some slack. Don't sell yourself short. Give yourself some credit. Cut yourself some slack. On a scale of titties, you're perky. And I want you to know that. And not just perky either, but maybe like with a little bit of suds from a shower on there. And not like just like a JPEG either. Like, you're no stationary image. You might as well be a GIF, a moving set of images of a girl just, really sudsing them titties up. Perky, sudsy boobies. What happens outside of that frame is between you and God. Is it really a man and these are just implants? That's not relevant, because what's visible is the part that's dope. So just like you with your skeletons in your closet, yeah, you're not all perfect. Nobody is. But you can't hold those things over yourself, because other people may not see that, and you're more than just the terrible things that you've done. Candy Stripe says, are you still on baths, Kyle? Well, I don't know. If y'all want to get into a bath right now, you guys are fine to do that. I love that. I just love the idea. If you're going to blame anybody for that, blame Rhea, okay? Because she was the one who started it. She was in the bath, her first stream. I don't know how she found me. It's impossible to find Kyle on YouTube. Remember, this channel is fucking whitelisted. So one of the 6 videos that break through the algorithm occasionally via somebody's recommended bullshit, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Part of me wonders if I even want to be found anymore. Because if it were about the money, I'd be making like prank videos with Dia and all the thumbnails. Remember that. Remember that. Number 16. Our nickname was Heroin High. Nice. People left shit in the hallways on a regular basis. More than one teacher had been arrested for CP, and our relationship with students. Oh my God, it doesn't just stop at the CP. The dude was arrested for CP and having a relationship with a student, which of course was, the entire 4 years of my life was the incident. What a high school, dude. Heroin High. Let's get out of here. Number 15. One time this kid I was friends with brought this hot sauce called The Bomb. It had 1.5 million Scoville units. Hotter than hell. He brought it to high school and left a bunch of kids to try it during lunch. I mean, at least like 30 kids. Some kids really start freaking out because that shit is ridiculously hot. Like, you're supposed to add 1 or 2 drops to a big batch of chili to make it spicy. Some were trying to show off and took a swig of it and ended up vomiting everywhere from the heat and the panic. Multiple kids had to go to the nurse and be sent home because they way overdid it. Although I think most just really had no idea what a Scoville unit was or that they made hot sauce that was that ridiculously hot. It was chaos. I tried it as well, a dime-sized amount, and I couldn't concentrate on anything but chugging milk. And I'm really good with spicy foods. Finally, the principal came on the intercom and said, "Whoever brought that hot sauce, please just stop." My friend got into some pretty big trouble for that one. That sounds like a really spicy meatball. Spicy meatball. Stripe says, "Can't this joke go the way of the Pringle in the asshole?" Well, ain't that comment a Pringle in the asshole? What are you implying? That it should just vanish and occasionally come back, when you don't really care or remember it? I want you to listen to something clearly, girl. Bathing, which is the way that I say it, is not a joke. And I don't believe that any of you bathe regularly. And I want to know. I want that proof. Not to me, but to, I don't know, we can elect some sort of designated shower proofer. Maybe Linda. Because you guys, man. I think I said something in the Discord recently. Because somebody posted a meme that was saying something about the middle class. Like it was saying something like, "Oh, you're too bored to stay in the house. But you're too something to go out, but you're too bored to stay in." And I was like, man, I love staying inside the house. But the challenge, the struggle, is to find the motivation to not stagnate, to not congeal. I like the word congeal. Sorry. To not congeal. And the best way to do that is, of course, to stay moving, to stay on top of things, to actually get things done, to make shit happen. Make some moves even if you're not going out. And it's not just physical moves, like get things done. You know what I mean? Establish a project, set out to do that project and complete it. Meta says, "Kyle, I was thinking of a wheelchair student pulling the next prank, so technically they're on the safe zone." It's funny, I'm reading a thing about a dude in a wheelchair, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't even want to go there too hard, because it's pretty dark when I'm reading. It's one of those things that's so dark you have to wonder if I'm going to get in trouble on YouTube, because all they ever do is get me in trouble. And what did I do? Want to make sure everybody took a bath? Crazy. Crazy to say the least. Number 14. This kid was doing pull-ups on a door frame in our wood shop, and some of his friends thought it would be a funny place to put a pipe blender under his ass. When he finished his pull-ups and dropped off the frame, the pipe bender went straight up his butt and tore his rectum open. The kid didn't graduate because he spent so much time in the ER, and now he has to shit in a body bag. White kids don't know when to stop. White kids. Now your booty pop. White kids. Bitch, are you gonna bathe? White kids. Can you just behave? Okay. Sudsy boobies. Sudsy boobies. Sorry, I was reading Mighty Quinn's comment, but I was reading it in my head. I'm not so sure why I was so captivated by it. Mighty Quinn says, "Hello, everybody. Thank you for streaming, Kyle. No problem. Apologies that it's kind of late today, but better late than never? Is that a thing people say? I emulate you humans so well." Number 13. Someone called in a bomb threat to my middle school and elementary school. Instead of evacuating both buildings, we were locked for 3 hours down, and they condensed all of us in middle school. We later evacuated the high school, only like 300 feet away, and we're stuck there for hours because our parents could not get to us. All of our phones were taken away because they didn't want us giving information. So there were like 700 white moms in Suburbans simultaneously having a heart attack trying to get to the school. We later learned that they called this in to almost every school in the area. There was a robbery at a Bank of America while the cops were preoccupied. Now that's smart. No, that is smart. Oh my God, you gotta get to the school. Don't you have kids? You can have kids over at that school. Get to the school. Oh my God. Now let's rob this bank. Sorry, I don't know why. That music accompanies a bank heist for me. Just bust a move. No, not that noise. Nobody heard that. It's okay. It's okay. I'm scared. Does the join button appear for everybody? How will people know that they're supposed to join if they can't see that button? Peppa Pig asks, where's number 13? Well, I got number 13 for you right here. I fucking read it. Boom. So we continue to number 12. During lunch, if you pick up trash and turned it into the yard attendant, you would get a dime per piece of trash. They giving out money for trash collecting? That'd be the cleanest school in the heat of my bing bongs. You're telling me if I brought you 10 pieces of trash, you give me a crisp $1? I could probably use that on a vending machine or some shit. Oh, Lord. One kid did it religiously, like every lunch, and was tormented and bullied the whole time. Oh, kids can be so cruel, but this is how you money make, baby. This is a system, you know? I'm pretty sure there would be an economy based on the whole, trash picky uppy, you give me money thing. Probably be girls getting that money. You know exactly what I'm talking about. They would just be whipping them shirts down and and hustling these trash picker-uppers out of their hard-earned cash. Messed up stuff, to say the least. Kids would knock the trash out of this kid's hands, push him over when he picked it up, call him all sorts of names. They were relentless. Then, in junior year, he bought a 66 Mustang. Not an incident, really, but I still have to respect that kid. Is Mustang the victory? I didn't know. I should establish a goal and then buy a Mustang. A cheap Mustang. Nice and cheap. Can't I just buy like a Civic and then like get Mustang parts? You know, just put it on the outside, whatever. Or better yet, fuck the parts. Just get like the thing that you put on the hood and then the thing for the back where it says Mustang. Just put that on that bitch. People would be like, God damn, they make a Honda Mustang now? Shit, that's weird. I don't give a fuck. Oh my God. You guys are dead. Like, I mean, we're all dead when you think about it like that, but I mean, it's so late. I'm sorry for streaming so late. Not that, like, you guys aren't lively in the chat. That's not what I mean when I say that. I mean, like, I overshot and I didn't mean to. And you're probably sleepy even if you're here. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're usually up through the night. How would I know? How would I know? Rusty Shackelford, whoa. continuing up this list, we arrive at number 12. Nice. This isn't 12. 12 minus 1. I was a teacher, and a very good kid just got pushed to his limit by a bully of a teacher. Had been bullied by this guy for a couple of years. Never did find out what was up with that. So the bully teacher says something to the kid, and he runs out to his car, grabs a crowbar, comes in, smashing all of the glass that he encountered, and tries to go after the teacher to kill him. He got trapped in the library, and I was right next door, keeping kids in their seats and unable to go to the bathroom for about 90 minutes. Cops began arriving from all directions. Since we were right off the state highway, state cops, canine cops, etc., the kid destroyed all the beautiful 1940s oak shelvings, teachers' desks, anything that would break. His mom shows up and disarms him. Kid gets slammed on a stretcher and hauled off to the nearby AFB, where his dad worked. Not sure exactly what all happened there, but he got a lifetime ban from being at the high school and a serious restraining order from ever contacting or being near the bully teacher. That kind of sucks. I like the kid, never had one tiny bit of trouble with him. Saw him a couple of months later and asked him to please tell me if he was ever mad at me. He laughed. The kid was diagnosed with intermittent explosive disorder. Went on to be a good adult. He just kind of lost it that day, as we all do. We all have our limits. And that's sad. It's a good thing that he let out his rage, like a rat in a cage, on all of that glass before he went for that dude, because if he went for that dude straight away, I'm liking the idea of believing that his life would have been over. And that's unfortunate. Even if you're like funny as far as the law is concerned, meaning like you have conditions or mental problems, they'd probably come for your ass. To anybody listening to this video after the fact, if you do a lot of reading online and you come across certain interesting passages, regardless of how long they may be, or if you're into scary stories and things like that and you just, browse certain Reddits or forums, I would really like your help. Do me a favor by Snapchatting me, CYAEL, or messaging me in the Discord with things that you have found. You can direct message me via the Discord or via Snapchat with just my name, or even on Twitter, twitter.com/Kyle. I would throw that link up, but it's like in the description. It's gotta be in the description. So do me that favor just by helping me gather a couple of, I want to say interesting standalone stories, specifically because I want to start uploading the video themselves, occasionally over the week, because I'm realizing that I only stream on this channel, which isn't bad. It's just it's got to be confusing to the algorithm. And I'm not worried about my footprint on this website. I'm not really trying to get a lot of subs, but I am worried about staying off of YouTube's fucking radar, because as a dude that just talks in his videos and, doesn't really, I don't want to say ruffle any feathers, I get into a lot more trouble than I should on this hilarious website. And by trouble, I mean they just fly in and go, we're demonetized, faggot, you're dead, get off my channel. And I'm like, damn, YouTube, don't use words like that. That's offensive. You're offensive, bitch. I'm like, damn, YouTube, I know it's like that. What do you want me to do? Make more videos. What do you mean? I'm doing this every day. Those are streams. Amazing, really. Amazing. Stripe says, can you reel AI generated scripts? You want me to read them, I'm guessing. Can I reel them? I'll reel you. I'll make you real. You Pinocchio ass looking motherfucker. Pinocchio. Pinocchio. I'ma go full Geppetto on that ass. Sudsy boobies. Number 10. A guy went into the locker room during gym class and pooped into another guy's backpack. Backpack, backpack. Let's see what's in. Oh, what the? Oh. I hope nobody listening to that feels like they want to barf when they hear something like somebody retching. I apologize if that's a thing that you. Hey guys, tell me things that are like your I wouldn't say fears, but almost like your hang-ups or your issues. Snap it to me if you don't want to admit it in the chat, because then somebody will probably be an ass and try to do it all the time. But similar to what I just said, like imagine a person who can't hear another person retch without like wanting to vomit, or maybe a person where like nails on the chalkboard makes them, physically and literally cringe, like, a cat's hair standing up or something. Tell me what your thing is. Do it. How else will we establish the trust? Number 9. 2 kids got caught fucking in the ceiling. Isn't that a song by Lionel Richie? Maybe I'm thinking of things differently. Maybe I'm thinking of things differently. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking about... Listen, number 9. 2 kids got caught fucking in the ceiling. Like they took the panels off the ceiling, climbed into that small space there, and fucked. Y'all brave up there, man. Believing that that would support your weight. Maybe they weren't like on just the roof part. They moved over to another part. But aren't like schools a haven for asbestos? And places like that with dust and shit like that in it, it just wouldn't be safe. I can understand a stairwell, or maybe even like a compartment somewhere behind a cabinet or near like a boiler or something. That'd be a really gnarly way to die. Y'all just trying to bang it out. And then like the fumes that are back there, because it's not meant to be a place where people actually inhabit, end up killing you guys. But maybe, if you're getting close to a climax, it'd be a really great orgasm, because it would be like autoerotic asphyxiation. Kyle, digress, okay? But, nah, man, don't do that kind of stuff. Wear a gas mask if you're gonna, Wear a gas mask if you're gonna. Gianni says, all right, Kyle, get me through the night. I'll try. I hope you brought the lube. Just joking. Number 8. My middle school gym teacher, whose name was ironically Mr. Dick, was busted for soliciting sex from a teen. Oh my God. He truly was a dick. Someone responds,
L. In middle school, my English teacher named Mr. Dickerson and I were talking to an old classmate about how weird he was to me, and she pointed out that everyone in my class knew that he was grooming me, and it only validated her point when I told her about how he would show up to my birthday parties with presents for me. I just thought that's how he was. Thought he wanted to ask me about the weird marks on his crotch.
Hey, does this look weird to you?
I don't know. Oh, you're so weird, Mr. Dickerson. Fine, I'll suck out the poison, but this is the last time.
That's not funny, Kyle. Okay. Morty. I've been bit, Morty. You gotta suck it out, the poison. Morty. It's not cool, man. What a life. Lizzo says, any kind of eye pain or injury scares me. The idea of going blind terrifies me. Aren't we all scared that we'll lose the use of our hands, or use the use of our legs, or go blind, or deaf? Scary shit. I don't think anything like going deaf would sadden me. Blind just as much. It could be terrible. We gotta try to take care of ourselves. But any of these afflictions could happen overnight and to anybody, regardless of their, state. Obviously, we stand a better chance by trying to stay in good health, so that's all we can and all we should do moving forward. let's put a bow on this. We had a teacher who was super nice. She was out for 3 days, and we didn't question it much until she wasn't there again for the next week. It turns out her husband murdered her brutally. She was so quiet. It was so quiet the next few months for class that we didn't really know how to process it. He's in prison, and kids with the grandparents, last I read. That's quite sad. Imagine having a teacher, and then they're just gone. And then they're just gone, dude. Holy shit. Candy Stripe says, I'm getting fat. If you think you're getting fat, it's probably way worse than you think it is, girl. I encourage you to really just do some kind of daily routines. Send me some routines too. Everybody Snapchat me some like workout routines. That'll be adorable. We can all do them together. Like, well, you know, in like China, they have like these kind of like everybody join in workout things in the morning. It's crazy. I think they do that in Japan too. Matthew says, I do not like the feeling or sound of stepping on bugs or other things that crunch, like that you can't see. Yeah, I think we've all cringed into ourselves realizing we've stepped on a slug, and that worse, we've probably taken the shell that it had on and crushed it and then stabbed it as we were stepping down on it. Not cool, because we didn't know, and we would have avoided it if we could see, but we've killed it. We've effectively ended this thing, and that's sad. A terrible feeling to be true. True Silverwolf says, anyone passing out while lifting weights. I don't want to see nobody chest cave in at the gym. Damn, boy. That's scary as hell. But I don't, goddamn. Number 6, we were called to an emergency assembly and told that a student had died. Her friends were distraught, and even the people who didn't know her went quiet. I think I remember a group of students putting together a type of memorial card. The whole morning was just morbid, until the dead girl arrived at school and didn't know what was going on. Oh, so spooky. But you're supposed to be dead.
So what, are you gonna pay attention to my titties now?
No. Ugh. Only when you're dead. Only when you're dead. Wait. Oh, no. What have you said? It's not me. It's the students. They freaky like that. Don't know how to act. Slow motion for them. It's going to be real slow motion when you're dead. It's going to be stop motion. Stupid. Hey, do you like my thumbnail? Tell me the true. Come here. Uh-oh. Five more entries. Let's obliterate this. There had been rumors since my freshman year about the assistant principal taking certain special interest in a few of the girls. Oh no. Almost everyone wrote it off as high school kids starting stupid rumors until my senior year, when 4 police officers came in after school and walked him out in cuffs in front of a few hundred students watching a basketball game against another school. He was fucking one of the girls in my grade and selling her Oxycontin in the hallways. He only got 10 years. Yo, was this bitch of age? Was this bitch legal age? What the fuck? You know what I mean? 10 years? How good is your lawyer? Because it's like you're only getting persecuted for the selling of the drugs. So again, as Lucas Werner will remind everybody, the age of consent in certain places can go as low as 16. And hey, man, I'm sure there's 16 and 17-year-olds knocking around with huge titties and whatever, man. It wouldn't be me, but I get it if that's the age of consent, I guess. But my point is, you're abusing your power in a position like that where you're a principal and you're, God, taking advantage of these young fucking kids. This is school, man. They gotta go here. That's the sick part about school. You know? It's not like work where they choose to be there. And, you know, in many ways, work is no different as far as a prison is concerned. A lot of people are forced to be there because they need to pay them bills, keep the roof over their head, keep the clothes on their back, and keep the food in their fridge. All of which will expire. We will expire. Our clothes will not make it forever, dude. And it's like you're forcing this bullshit onto these kids, many of whom don't know who to go to for help, don't feel like they have, you know, help coming even when they do find somebody, because either they won't be believed or, you know, it'll be flipped on them. It's terrible. But what I do love, though, is that for some of these dudes, it's never enough. And I want you to understand and know what I'm saying to you very, 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 very well. For some of these dudes, it's never enough. He definitely didn't fuck 1 or 5 girls. It was like he expected that his plate was going to stay full for as long as he was there. And I bet you he had stuff on his computer that made it nice and easy for them to throw some stuff at him, you know, whether they found it or not. I'm saying, you know, I'm not saying that's included in his charges if he only got 10 years. Whether they found it or not, you already know this dude has some stuff on his computer. He has some stuff that he could go back and enjoy later. You know what I mean? Not very abnormal for a man to just have some stuff to go back and enjoy later. But what's crazy to me about this dude is that it wasn't just misconduct with young impressionable hoes. It wasn't just obviously him keeping records of that kind of stuff, like videos and probably pictures and shit like that, but he needed to fucking wet his beak with some goddamn like drug selling. You out here a principal, homie. You are out here dealing? What the fuck are you doing? And yo, I would never imply that I respect the hustle if it's not legal, not on a stream. Do you get what I'm saying? Because most hustles hurt people. And here's the thing. Many hustlers will convince themselves that the people, you know, buying this shit did it to themselves. Whatever. I mean, rationalize whatever the way you need to rationalize it. But if you gonna hustle and you're a principal, you want to separate that shit from like your school life? He must thought he had it all figured out, my dude. Not today. Not in today's world. Not with all of these woke ass hoes. Cause these hoes don't give a shit about nothing more than attention, homie. They don't give a shit about that high. They don't give a shit about, you know, friends and bullshit like that. They want to be known as the bitch that did this. They want something to staple next to their name. Because when they wake up in the morning, they're constantly in a fight with themselves. Who am I? You know, what am I? What am I going to be known for? You know, people don't know me for anything. And they will literally are willing to go down in infamy, because there's no separation for some people between fame and infamy, and they'll do anything. You know, this is a generation of hoes who grew up watching little motherfuckers dye their hair and all sound exactly the same. What is up, guys? It's your boy. Don't forget to smash that like button. This is the type of garbage that they're used to ingesting. They get on Facebook and they see 1,000 of the same post. This is what they grew up on. All right. They grew up on this shit. And they have been taught that the way that they need to go about some shit, and worse, you abusing them too, so it's not like you don't deserve what you get. Principal dealer, principal hustler. Oh my God. You playing with fire, and I guess you get burned. That's that. A ninja says, doesn't molesting a high school kid get you a lifetime? Ooh, are you joking, man? Are you joking with the legal system that you're dealing with right now? I want you to understand that in America, your representation is equivalent to the amount of money that you have and your status. So let me say it like this. You are only allowed justice. Like, justice is only available to you if you either have a large amount of money or if you know the right people. So you could have a reasonable amount of money and know the right people. You can have a small amount of money and know the right people. You can have no people that you know and have a large amount of money, and you can get some hardcore gangster justice via dope representation. But you can't be broke and not know anybody. And this is not an exaggeration. You could literally be caught with like a prescription bottle that belongs to your grandmother in your car and go away for more time than somebody who killed somebody, because it's all about representation. And if you can afford a lawyer, if you can afford to play ball, and you can afford to like jump out of jail and do all kinds of bullshit, Bernie Sanders said it right, is that there are some people who are chilling in jail right now that haven't done a damn thing because they can't afford to get out. Ain't that wild? Imagine being wrong place, wrong time. And here come the paddy wagon. Here comes a van, a police van, to just scoop all you assholes up. Who's gonna bail you out? Your family? Your friends? There are people in situations where they have money, but they can't even think of who to call to trust with that money to come bail them out. I guess this is why friends are important. I guess this is why you gotta try your best to have a relationship with the assholes in your family that really only see things from their own perspective, and will die cursing the fact that everybody else is the crazy one, because it must be that. Otherwise, they are the crazy one, and that would be insane. Can't accept that. Nah. I wouldn't say a lot of us are nihilist in our outlook. It's just, you got people like Principal Dealer out here, Principal Hustler, just making the world a worse place over time. But good on those girls for finding a way to expose his bitch ass, because that clout was what they were all about. Get that clout. Get that clout. That's what these hoes are all about. Number 4. Senior year, we received our yearbooks. The week of graduation, and to our surprise, the full-page action shot for the men's soccer showcased our player jumping up and lifting one leg to trap and control the ball. Unfortunately, he forgot to wear underwear that game, and the tip of his wiener was fully visible sticking out of the bottom of his shorts. Our school had over 4,000 students, and we were required to bring our yearbook in to security to have the dick sharpied over, or we would not be able to walk at graduation. Imagine that guy's job. You envy that guy? Dick sharpier? If I got a job like that at high school, would people flash me? Would girls flash me to help stabilize the gay? Could I use that as a sob story? Could I be like, yes, and another day sharpieing that dick? It's a thankless job. They don't pay me. Sometimes I just want to end my life. Sometimes I want to show everybody my senior project. See y'all in the parking lot tomorrow morning. Some of y'all are all right. Come check out this project I got going on.
Kyle, no. Look. I'm lifting it up. I'm sorry about the big Sharpie. I'm sorry.
It's too much. All I see when I close my eyes is Dick Sharpie. Turn to the left. Oh my God. Number 3. Principal found weed in the boys' bathroom, called an assembly, and told us that we had to vote. I like where this is going already. Called an assembly and told us that we had to vote for who we thought it was. That's a hell of a reality TV show right there. I think the principal's son got like 98% of the votes. Suddenly the voting system wasn't valid. You little bastards. Who did it? Vote on who did it now. Vote on who did it. Your son. It was your son. These votes don't matter. Welcome to America. I'm gonna flip a coin. That's who did it. Tails is one of you. Heads, it's one of you. What the fuck? Fuck you, principal. Fuck you. We gonna flip a coin on it. Unbelievable. We didn't even coordinate it. Everyone was just had the same idea. Once it was no, everyone had the same idea at once, and it was glorious. Ike, thank you for this $2. This dude said, "Now that's what I'm talking about." Is that a weird sound for a subscriber? I'm sorry. It's funny to me though. That's a funny noise for when somebody says, It's pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. Number two. One of the students ditched high school one day and rode his dirt bike really fast in front of the school, popping a wheelie while the school was still in session. He wiped out and slid and hit his head on a light pole and died right in front of the school across the street. Really sad and super crazy. 0 out of 10 on the gnarly scale. That's not a, listen, if somebody is proofreading or proof listening to this for YouTube, remember that all of these we have to take with a grain of salt, specifically because karma is involved on Reddit. What does that mean? It means that many people make up entries that they know people will upvote, because these questions are really just prompts for stories. So if you tell a story that is engaging and makes people go, oh, then they are more likely to upvote it. And the best way to make stories that are about real life more, oh, and less, ugh, okay, is to embellish, is to exaggerate, is to make shit up. Now, does that mean that all the things that we read are, are fake? Probably not. And like I always say, the thing that we're meant to do when I read these entries is understand that something identical to what I am reading has happened before, is probably happening right now somewhere, and will happen in the future. So that doesn't make what I'm reading any less real. It's just this particular account of it may not be genuine. Okay, and there is in many cases no way to validate this short of a video or the dude, posting photographic evidence, blah, blah, blah. And you don't get to decide what is or isn't funny. You know what I mean? Because I'm not poking fun at something. We're using humor to extract the tension and sadness from the life in which we live. There's nothing more factual than us dying. We're going to die, but we can still have laughs along the way, and that's something that we're entitled to. And just because something isn't funny to one person doesn't mean it's not funny to everyone, and the intention is important, and I do not ever joke intending to offend or cause harm to anyone. So take that all into consideration as you hit the demonetize button, my dude. Yeah, what a channel. How dare I, Listen to guy's voice. Guy's got a big dick. Guy's got a deep voice. And that makes me, it just makes me feel inadequate. I got a real problem. I hear this guy and he's sounding like that all the time. I'm going to hit him where it hurts. I'm going to flex my power. I'm going to trip. Power trip. TM. All over my channel. But you cannot affect my girth. The veinage. Premortem says I made it. You did it, Premortem. I believed in you. And here you are. 5 days from my birthday. What will you do? What will you say? What will you show? Show me the way. Send me ideas and send me your what's the word? I almost said sacrifice. Oh my God.
The girth.
H. William. Man, you really hit me where where it hurts. You put your money where your mouth is. And I appreciate and love you for that. Oh my God, the word I was looking for was tribute. Because I kept thinking sacrifice. Isn't that ritual? Isn't that I was really asking people, like, Snapchat me that. Snapchat me your sacrifice? But that didn't sound right. Tribute is the word I'm looking for. But H.H. Williams starting it right. Doing it like a true chosen one. He's got to be almost like 50% of the goal that we're working towards to knock these bills out, since YouTube out here playing the hot pocket, hokey pokey demonetization. Now you monetize, now you're not monetized. And wait till next month, you're not going to be monetized again. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Sid says well wishes. Well wishes. No. Sacrifice was closer, but tribute is what I truly mean. H.H. Williams, you're a hero. I think that my man, that you're stream boss. Wow. Give it up. H.H. Williams, wow. Now that's what I'm talking about. As we continue uppies in this list, we arrive at number 1. When I was in high school, our hick town had a gang called the Cobras who would spray paint cobras on school property. They would write it on the desks, in the bathrooms, basically everywhere, man. It was dumb, and many of the students had a good idea who was part of this gang, but the teachers didn't. The principal would call down groups for photos in the yearbook. On the overhead announcements, one day they called down the Cobras for a school photo for the yearbook to try to figure out who they were. They caught almost half of the students who were defacing school property because they showed up for the group photo. How dumb do y'all have to be? Oh my God, no. That's illegal when they're that stupid. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. All right, guys. Everybody who's got drugs on them, put your hands up in the air. All right. Why are you asking, officer? All right, put your hands behind your back. If you think your weed is danker than mine, show me right now. Man, officer, I don't think I got that shit as good as the government stuff. Not gonna lie. Well, you know what? That's all right. Just show me. What the fuck? Oh my God. How did I know somebody was gonna make a Tunnel Snakes reference? It's sad. We're way old. If we're old enough to remember when Fallout was good, we're too old. Lizzo says Homer and the stolen car wash came to mind. We may get Simpsons references now, right? Mr. Plow. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow. Oh my God. Public freak out. Not that noise. Not that noise. Leroy Jenkins. What a world we live in. Can I see?
She defended the Security Guards Act.
Security guard and sheriff deputies launch an unprovoked attack on a nonviolent teen for a mental health evaluation. Oh no. Oh no. It doesn't even look like a black kid, bro. Oh, what are you guys doing, cops? Damn. When they can't even be worried to take... Well, you know what? I think people who are mentally unstable are as hated in certain terrifying and, disgusting communities as, the darkies, as they might call us. Wow. Security guard and sheriff's deputies launch an unprovoked attack on a non-violent teen that was taken for a mental health evaluation, at one point punching him repeatedly in the face while handcuffed. Okay, it was a dude, but, you know, what a sucker, you know what I mean? Can you imagine? What the hell is your problem, guys? Get your shit together. Why did you need to... Oh my God, that's blood on the ground. You know? And it goes to show you these cops are the ones who are allowed a badge and a gun with they fat donut inhaling asses. Ask yourself how they found shirts in these dudes' sizes. For you to be tackling a dude from behind and whipping him into the fuck you. Whoa. And boy bleeding. How you supposed to feel as a parent? How you supposed to feel as a father watching somebody take this kind of unprovoked action against a non-violent person, my dude? How you supposed to feel? It's funny. Because this shit happen to black people all the time. And nobody flinch because, well, they're just darkies. You know what I mean? Nobody flinches. As a black man, we've been watching this shit happen for decades, baby. Decades. To the point where for these sausage men walking around in uniform, it is absolutely, typical. And the funny part is, if this kid had been killed, we probably wouldn't even be seeing this video. That's the truth of the matter. We probably wouldn't even be seeing this video if the kid had been killed. But I'll tell you what, man. I always say keep your phones charged, man. And make sure that when you get that video, you send it to as many people as possible. Because if they get the chance to erase it, they will. They get your ass to the station, they're going to get your shit. They lock the post. It must have become a fucking nightmare in here. It must have become a real shit house as far as comments flying around. Don't forget that he was in juvenile holding for 8 days after this when he needed mental health care. So they sent him to juvie after this. Hey guys, take it from somebody who's been to jail for something that he didn't do. All right. Here's the hardest thing when you go to jail. Here's the hardest thing when you get pulled over by the police. And I've said it before and I'll say it again because I really am invested in you becoming educated on this matter. The hard thing to do when you're pulled over is not deal with what the issue is or isn't. Okay. It's after the issue has been made irrelevant and you're in trouble now. It's making sure that you keep it together. Do you understand? And let me explain that to you better. So a police officer pulls you over. Maybe you ran a red light or a stop sign, or, you were speeding. And these things aren't true. You weren't speeding. You didn't run a red light. You didn't run a stop sign. Whatever you're being pulled over for, it's not true. It's as if this douche is just pulling you over. Now, you may think the challenge may be not getting upset about that, but that's irrelevant. You need to keep your cool, you need to keep your wits about you, and you need to keep your head on. Say you are arrested and say you go down to the station. This is the hardest part. Obviously don't speak to anybody. They're just going to try to take what you say, whether it's true or not, and use it against you. When you get in, dude, this is the hardest part. You need to exercise restraint, because what people do is make things worse. Some people make things worse as early as when they get pulled over, okay? Because if you did not run a red light and the cop says you run a red light, the way that you respond is not to go, nigga, what you fucking talking about? Of course I ain't run no goddamn red light. Fuck you, cop. You know what I mean? You need to just shut the hell up. You need to keep your head down. You need to nod and cooperate and be like, yes, sir, no, sir. If that's what you believe happened, give me my ticket. Don't even be like up your ass and be like, well, I'll see you in court, or none of that bullshit. Just go along with it. You know what I mean? And if you do get booked, what you need to do is keep your head down. They're probably going to throw you in a fucking tank with other people who have not been here like once or twice, but are here very frequently. You may get thrown into a tank with people who have nothing to lose, in their opinion, And, you know, if you are acting wrong, if you're feeling crazy, maybe you're a little bit stressed out because of the situation that you're in, they may take advantage of you in a way where they're going to make your situation worse. You get into a fight with some homie in a tank while you're just fucking waiting. You know what I mean? Things are gonna get bad for you. Okay? A cop can pull you over without probable, he can just pull you over for no reason, in the hopes that you will create a reason when he fucking comes up to that window. You open up that fucking window and get irate and crazy, he's got a reason to ask you to step out of the car and arrest your stupid ass now. Okay? If they pulled you over and they took you to jail for genuinely no reason and they keep you in there, you know what I mean? And inevitably they're going to have to let your ass out. You get into a fight with another motherfucking person, there go that charge. They got you on camera. Oh, you got into a fight. You got into a scrap with somebody. You're in proper trouble now. Okay? So it's funny. It's funny and sad that here's a situation where they got this dude on camera. Can you imagine something more open and shut than somebody on camera abusing you, attacking you from behind, unprovoked? And then even though you were going to a mental health facility to be evaluated, you are now going to be held in a tank with other unstable assholes who maybe have just as little to lose as a guy that feels like he needs to secure his next drug fix or die. You know, maybe they're just as mentally unstable. And you got to sit next to them. You got to deal with them and their ravings and their insanity, dude. I don't understand. It says that the kid is facing a battery charge? I don't understand.
There doesn't appear to be any warning that he's going to jump on top of him. Again,
What in God's name is going on? The kid's facing a battery charge? This nigga is sitting on the ground and y'all are punching this dude in the face? What's really hood, police officers?
5 minutes, 4 Lincoln County stunts. There, after the 2 guards sat on top of the boy for at least 5 minutes.
Can you imagine your life when these earth-sized motherfuckers are trying to squeeze the literal air out of you? Tell me you've seen something as blatant and crazy in your fucking life. If this was a black dude, it'd be a video I've seen a very similar version of about 15 times. This is a white kid on his way to a mental health facility, and y'all got this dude on the ground, laying on top of him.
Boy, whose mouth had been pooling with blood, restrained on the ground, spits. Then a deputy
Yep.
punches him twice.
And another cop just comes in. Another cop just comes in to fucking punch him in the face. You got him cuffed on the ground. Yeah, like he doesn't deserve to be upset after you did what you did to him. Laying on this dude, attacking him from behind.
Into the ground by a fellow deputy.
He did not tackle him.
The other officer got to be dragging this dude back because you wanna exercise your power. You want to power trip hard on this little boy. How small are your dicks, dude? You know how many stories I can pull up right now where some ex, boyfriend that's a cop goes and kills the girlfriend and the new boyfriend because they team with that little dick energy? The sickest part about some of these cop douchebags is that there are good cops out there. Really good cops. You know? And I have no reservations in admitting, as a non-cop, that I would imagine a job as a cop has like an expiration date of when you can stay good. Because the more you see, the worse you get. The more you experience, the more jaded your perception and your outlook is. Maybe when you first start, you can go out and feel kind of at ease and like relaxed and shit. But the more that you get through anything, the more situations you find yourself in, the more tense you're gonna end up, the quicker you're gonna be to fucking grab that gun, and the twitchier your trigger finger's gonna fucking be. And nobody can fault cops who have been on that motherfucking life for too long for being who they are, you know? But this shit is above and beyond. It's excessive force. It's excessive force. Can't blame nerves for that. You attacked a nigga from behind and you brought this young dude down on his face, blood from the first time you fucking slammed this dude on the ground, and then you and your walrus of a fucking partner laid on top of this dude. What was he gonna do? What was he gonna do now? And while he was sitting on the ground handcuffed, you had your other homie come in and just deck this dude in the face twice. Bam, bam. Like, okay, yep. Thank God this video exists, because if the cops could have got a hold of this video, they would have deleted it. And I need you to understand that. That's what the system is. That's how it works. That's justice. That's, you know, that's fair. Cops sit on videos like this all the time, and they make damn sure that a jury doesn't see them, that it's not admitted into any kind of evidence, because they are crooked. Entire departments are crooked. They out here trying to secure that money. Oh my God. So it's pretty sad, but that's how it is. Sid says, hey now, how do you know he wasn't hurting their feelings with angry, mean words? It's true. They could have said something that just shriveled them to the core, that hurt them in the manner of a stick, in the manner of a stone. They felt that their bones were broken. Them words hurt them. We really can't come to public freakout without seeing a cop beat up somebody. If you wanna beat somebody, if you want a cop somewhere, you better go get that badge and gun, because you don't need to pass any kind of psych screenings. You'll be all right. Shit. Dude hits his wife and gets what he deserves. Look, I don't want to see the wife hitty part, but I do want to see the get what he deserved part. Is this long-haired dude the dude with the husband? No, I think a bunch of other people start chasing him at this point. So dude in the black is probably... Oh my God. Is the bitch screaming? So the dude in the orange shirt is clearly the wife beater. Ooh! He didn't hit him. It's okay. It's okay. Homeless woman angry because she only got $2.
I gave you $2. Get your cheeseburger and get on the bus. You can get on the bus again.
What the fuck I gonna do? You a broke ass nigga.
Bitch, man, stop fucking playing with me.
I can't even get.
What the fuck?
Oh, you got a gun?
Yes. This video had it all. There's instant karma here. There's, you know, oh man, and he was even like considerate enough to not shoot her face, which I would have done. God. He was a kind enough spirit, kind enough soul to give some money to this crackhead in need, and like a choosing beggar, which is another subreddit, she decides that it's not enough. So instead of just being a bile-filled, hate harboring, pus-spewing sore, and taking your $2 and getting the hell out of here because it was $2 more than you deserve. It is charity. You did not earn this. You asked for the handout and somebody just gave it to you, right? When you've done nothing for them, all right? You decide you're going to attack this dude? I want to feel like this is staged. It's too good. Down to the screaming of the phrase, "Oh, you got a gun?"
Bitch, man, stop fucking playing with me.
Don't call me no bitch. And then the way I don't know, man. It's really believable. It's really believable because of the bad angles. Do you understand? Nah. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's staged. It's staged. It's staged. The camera works convincing. The camera works convincing. I give it a little bit of, I give it some credit. The camera works convincing, but I'm not sure about that gun. I don't know, man. This seems staged. I want to see somebody make the comment fake and gay. Come on. Fake and gay. Choosing beggars beat me to it. Seems fake, to be honest. My man. Thank you. Thank you. He records the homeless woman from the waist down and the camera rolls to the rifle. Yeah, nothing fake about that. Also, her feet are clean. No homeless person is wearing those sandals. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not sure I believe it. Nova says, hello, Kyle. How are you doing tonight? I'm all right. Just hoping everybody's getting nice and sudsy in their baths. And, you know, looking forward to having a revitalizing rest and a better tomorrow. Unless, of course, they're listening to this at work. In which case, hopefully they can, you know, I don't know, escape work and go be free. And send me pictures of them from their car on their way to their favorite fast food joint. Treat yourself, bitch. You know, Starbucks counts as fast food, all right? Even if you're just getting a drink from somewhere, it's fast food. Jeez. And your big titty ass supposed to understand that. Nova, Stellar, Matthew, Simon. Simon says, hi. Nice. Nova says, I'm listening to this at work. What do you do for work, if we may ask? Old dude goes crazy because the sidewalk was closed. Yo! Tell me nobody's on that. I don't think he's crazy because the sidewalk is closed. I think he knew that person. I think the last time that this was posted, there was a story. There was like a backstory. It's hard to imagine how much of a miserable fuck you gotta be to do something like this. I don't know. Sorry, somebody says if you Google it, it seems to happen just over a month ago, and locals are easily able to identify this man, who is known to be rude and bitter to everyone. I assume once they finish the investigation, he will be in jail. Can you imagine watching a video like that after you fell off a damn ladder and being thankful that somebody caught it on tape with this wheelchair bastard shaking a ladder? You know? Can you imagine? And then hearing, oh, we got to conclude this investigation. Bitch, what is there to investigate? Here is the video. Here is the bitch in a wheelchair. It's him. He did it. Case closed. Slap this bitch. Let me slap this bitch. Let me put him up on the ladder so he can think about the irony of knowing that he would need to be helped up here because you can't use your legs. And then shake this bitch off. You know? Which would also be kind of ironic, because what are we going to do? You know, bash feeling back into his legs? Sorry, that may not be cool to anybody who may have a disability, but, you know, humor is important, guys. I love you. Humor is important. It allows us to forget. Just like it allows me to forget that my birthday is coming in 4 days. I know you thought it was 5 days, but you see, it is now a new day for me, stream. There are only 4 days before my birthday. And while laughter will help, what I suggest is that you take a trip to my wish list. You understand? This list is brought to you in part by my fucking wish list, all right? I know a lot of people like to say, oh, this video is sponsored. You should click this link and use this code to get Bing Bong off. I can give y'all a code for Robinhood, but y'all ain't interested in stocks. And the one thing that I agree is kind of lame about Robinhood is that you got to give them your social, because you really about to ride the stock market. And I can't ask people to do that, not associating my name with it, even though I want a free stock. Shit. Even though I want that free stock. And you'd get a free stock too for signing up, but I'm not doing that. I think that would be weird. So, guys, I love you. You know, I want you to have a great day. I want you to have a reasonable afternoon. What the hell is this? Oh, I've seen this one. This is when she tries to slap him. And then he hits her with that reverse card. Yeah. You guys have a wonderful evening. Get at me, send me messages. And I'll see you again soon. I should come back with a Minecraft stream and just do some of that. I think I can do that relatively soon here. So prepare yourself. What's so wholesome about this? It's just dumb. Fake and gay. Teenagers, I hate it when this happens. When your phone turns a word into an emoji. Right. That's Lot Freckles. Roses are red, you should have gone for the head. Half now, half once, we've confirmed he's dead. Oh, Isabel. You making a hitman of us all. Isabel is so precious. Isabel is so precious. I'm gonna type in Isabel sings. I don't think Isabel is spelled with a Z. It's spelled with an I. Here it is. It's about that time. No, she's got a dress on. I like it when she's wearing the little pants. It's so cute.
Oh my god, look at her little boop 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 boop. Spop boop 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 boop. Got the boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop.
Oh my god, so precious.
Oh my god.
Animal Crossing soon. Soon I will have you Animal Crossing. I do need to get this memory card because I can't even play Smash Bros because I would have to delete Pokemon, and I keep convincing myself that I need to always have Pokemon on the Switch. Can you believe I've had the Switch all this time and I've never bought a memory card for it? It is what it is. Fucking deal with it later. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Stay out of trouble. I'll be back with this Minecraft stream in time. Love you. Bye, 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 bye.
Boop 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 boop.